You know, it's true, man. I'm just sitting down, doing what I do. When you eat a whole lot of food, I'm relaxed as hell. I'm just kind of tapping, let y'all know. Just in case, like, PSA, do I look like a gangster? No, I answer that for y'all. Y'all taking too long. I ain't no gangster. For anybody, no, I don't even look like a gangster. Subliminals. I'm not a gangster. Do I have a heart? Will my heart get me killed? I always had a heart. I can tell you more about 17 laminated obituaries in 1 year at the same church than I can about, I got a heart. So a heart could get you killed though. Like, that's just what the streets say. Like, man, I be hating people to like, I know I'm dealing with the young gangsters, the killers. That's all I know. I also know the difference between an OG, assertive, and how I do what I do. So for all the, y'all living a blogger life. I live a real life. Really, less is best. I don't have to tell nobody what I'm doing. So YouTube, man, even though I can look back, the reason I'm saying it because I was looking at my past videos, like how December 13th, 2020. That's when I started. Fuck, I got fired on my first week. I got fired on my first week because I made a fucking COVID video. It took me like 8 hours. I was proud of that motherfucker. It took YouTube like 4 minutes to give me my first warning. Like, hell nah. See? I knew it. And like, but see, that shit only motivated me. Now that's the first experience. I don't like my voice suppressed. I just kind of steal a few. Get the fuck on. And then, okay, that motivated me. Well, let me say something before I go. Since y'all teach me, y'all taught me the rules. So I fight back, use it as motivation. All right. All right, I did that. Apparently I'm still here. All right, so that was motivation. Right again, about the third week, month, and I was ready to quit again. And because, it was one thing to have my voice suppressed to use it as motivation. Because I don't need YouTube, I never did. I was printing up shirts when y'all was still buying equipment and shit. I ain't gonna say no, I'll shout out to all the weak, men. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Especially over 30, 31, no matter. As long as you break that 30 mark. I feel like the 30 is for the men. But then I'm talking about, shout out to y'all YouTube blogger. I don't know. How's it blogger? What is it? Blogger? Or do I change the B out for a V? Call it vlogger? I don't know what y'all doing. I'm just trying to tell y'all a real story. Motivation. You have to literally set me up, but if you do suppress me, that's why I quit. I'm talking about YouTube. my first body of work. It was an excellent video. I still save it into my computer to this day. And shit, it don't even matter to YouTube. And they had created a new rule. So that tells me COVID just had started. So it wasn't always here. So your YouTube community guidelines, obviously they can change the rules at any time. And then, okay, cool, motivation. I'm like, yeah, now I'm gonna go out with a bang. Cause hey, the only thing I got is what I've been doing. So you gotta come on YouTube with a brand already. I don't have to flaunt it. Less is always best. I move like that. Okay, so now I see, now I gotta bring, this is an answer a previous live with a certain shirtless blogger. Bruh, let bygones be bygones. You know what I'm saying? I did what I did. How many times you gonna ask me why? For some 5-month-old shit. Yeah. Who number one, who number two? So I had to carve my spot out, my space on YouTube. Intimate as it is. See, looking back, y'all, I can't ever kill. Ain't no gun emoji that can explain how I feel. But I learned early on. Y'all niggas be making niggas want to slap the shit out of you. And I know how to fight. Too much jail, whatever, past life. But when you found out, like, shit, it's too many games. We don't play games in a real city. I'm quite sure wherever everybody blogging from, for all the bloggers that I didn't, you know, y'all go back on my channel. I ain't gonna say no name, but you know, they still here, so ain't nobody was off limits. So that explains my street mentality. It's not a street mentality because obviously I got gray hair on my beard. I just feel young. But, you know, my street mentality, I'm gonna take it to the grave. I'm gonna use it for business, elevation, teaching. And that's why I ain't scared. I mean, I can spot a new prostitute on 3rd Street in Memphis. Or I can go to AutoZone and invest my time into a fresh crackhead. You know what I'm saying? That's where I put my work at. So the people that are hurting. But it's a lot more to it. But I don't know what y'all doing on YouTube. I got frustrated today for a 3rd time. How many motherfucking spies have I sent to spam? It's a bigger story. At least about 30, 35. I could just tell by that conversation. You don't even email this motherfucker there. But then, shit, I mean, the games y'all playing on YouTube, I be trying to figure out what a gangster at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I had a problem with. Because I ain't scared to take no ass whooping. But I just deserve, you know what I'm saying? I'm respectful. Thank God I done fought this battle. And so, it's a couple of people, a couple of your favorite bloggers. Well, you know, 3 strikes. I had to make a 58-second, under 60-second, little short without even saying our name. But then, goddamn, as I remember my spam, this shit already started. I just never spoke on it. Like, y'all can't say no female like me. I mean, it wouldn't work if I was single, but I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, y'all niggas stupid on crazy. Like, this shit happened back to back. So, hell, I guess that make 3 times. Like, deep inside the truth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it for your boys, man. You gotta do it for the, use this shit, man. Twist this shit up, fight through this shit. It's nothing you forget about everybody far away. And just, you mentally prepared. I'm like, true. You're right, you goddamn right, I'm mentally prepared. The reason I'm in my own spot, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why everything on YouTube is because, yeah, you damn right. But, shit, I'm finna buzz 10,000 subscribers. Slowly but surely, but then December 13th, right? I'm like, shit, as I check my analytics, you know, because you learn from YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You learn how to, because that's how you have to pay attention to your analytics. If you're serious about, you know what I'm saying? You want to know the age, the gender, the demographics. And I'm like, damn, my bar was so high with too many dudes. I'm like, damn, that shit don't have match. I'm like, women and children. I'm like, man, I gotta get to my fucking raise the female bar. Yeah, fast forward. I'm still losing for dudes, but then that's due to my content. I'm saying out there because I have to see the battle, but since I want to win the war, where I see many battles, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I know what one fight don't make it over with because a motherfucker ain't through with you. But the war, either you exhaust all your weaponry, we both agree to temporary is all it ever be. Once you go to war with somebody, you can't safely say the war is over. It looks like you're laying back. And that's all I'm gonna say. So, as long as you don't fuck with me, I'm sorry for fucking with y'all. That explains my street mentality. Who number one, who number two? One is, yeah, two is not a winner. Three don't nobody remember. But then, fuck your big platform and shit. Y'all call this shit blogging. I was never comfortable with the title of, not no motherfucking blogger. Motherfucker be hitting me sideways. Yeah, realize it's only 5 months. I mean, obviously, y'all been watching. I watched too. But my homepage don't look nothing like ours. You know what? I ain't gonna tell you. It's my little secret. It's all about what you subscribe to and who. And just saying, as far as the battle, I ain't killed nobody on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I just went to war and made collages out of a few people. Not to brag or none of that shit. And then I just fell back. That's all I wanted was the voice, because it's a platform for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, fuck, I don't monetize, what you call that? Monetize. I don't give a fuck about it. I ain't never cared. I mean, y'all niggas be excited about YouTube statements and stuff. Like, what you gonna do with it? Cause the hard knock life I live, you know, like I'm too grown. I always made a vow. Like in my last time going to jail, I was like, Perry, you sick of this shit? I mean, I can't be I was a certain kind of Robin Hood. That mean I'm self-trained. You know what I'm saying? A nigga ain't never gave me nothing. Period. I mean, I'm quite sure when I jumped out the port, there was some grown ass men around. If they was, they must have been, they ain't do nothing for me. Everything, I mean, you know, shit. My first time going to jail at 201 Popular, it was a Thunderdome. Well, I gotta go back because I've been, you know what I'm saying, like, the transition from Louisiana to Memphis, that's a real story. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything happened back to back. So I've been known for a long time. Like, my first 5 for the 50, a nigga fucked me on that. Sold me 5 dimes. I ain't even know. Then, I ain't know. First car pull up, I just want my first $20. Feed my little sister and my brother. Cause the drugs had took my mama down. But you know, You know, I got tired of niggas walking in our house. I got tired of hearing, "Hey, mama crackhead." I'm like, fuck this shit. Go ahead and get out of live. Let me just start mimicking niggas. Okay. First pack, fuck. First serve. Didn't even, I was so excited. in the street, nigga would have know what a dime rock looked like, except me. But I took that $20, and then as I rushed to get out to open the car door, it didn't even have no door handles. Learned later on, that's how the narcotics used to roll. So my first pack, fuck, first serve, he had to open the door. Yep. Let me out the car. I don't think I was thinking about, it felt so good to make that $20 bill, because I had my little sister and my little brother, and they had, you know, my mama was gone on drugs at that time. I don't know. As soon as I walked through the breezeway while I'm excited, I'm like, here come the undercover knocks. What? I ain't know who they was. All I know is I almost had a heart attack, and they scared the shit out of me. I'm just telling you. It's the difference between, this is just a real story of what I've been through. So yeah, they scared the shit out of me. Like, he pulled out a gun, get your ass on the ground. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna fall on the ground. I mean, I don't, so they laid me down. So first pack, first serve the narcotics, karma, like back to back. First time going to jail. Get to jail, 12-1 popular. Shit, obviously I already felt the vibe from intake, and it's a long process. First time I went to jail, I had to, I mean, they just stuff all the motherfuckers, killers and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it take like down there a day and a half. So niggas passing out, sleeping in the hallways and all. So I go through all this shit, just sitting there as if I got a defense. I didn't at that time. See, that's the beginning of the story. And so after I make it to the floors, a day and a half later, remember at this time it wasn't no officers in the pods and shit. It was the Thunderdome, the pod bosses ran the pod. So they get me up to the 3rd floor, and you know, I had one gate open, and there's a gate in front of you, so you be like, they had to shut the door that you just came in before they open. They niggas up on the top of the pod box. They sitting on top, one on each side. I'm like, hell no, I ain't going up in there, bitch. Take me to PC. I was like, take me to PC, and like, motherfucker, 201 hours. Man, that's why the feds had to come in, but that's like, yeah, I ain't go up in that bitch, cause just got tired of niggas selling my mama dope and walking in our house and shit, looking at my little sister and brother. That's the food disappeared. I forgot to mention, Piggly Wiggly, I learned how to steal hot dogs and shit for my little sister and my brother. So like, as soon as we got here, it was an immediate effect. It's like they stuck a crack pipe in my mama's mouth. My angel. My mama always took care of a kid. She bounced back, but you know, fuck that. Alright, I checked in the PC, because I didn't want to go in the pod, because I was intimidated, right? You know, when you're scared. But see, this 2 times scared. So I'm like, all right, fucking refused. They had to drag me. I mean, it was hard. I'm like, get your bitch ass up in PC. You know, you want to go PC? I was scared. Niggas like, it was ratchet back then. With guns. I'm like, I ain't gonna say shit. Now I'm scared of everybody. So they put me in PC with all that words mean something. What they were talking about, I should have already knew what was finna come. The way the fucking jealous. you supposed to protect the nigga that requests PC. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gotta worry about if I'm scared. See, it was more brand new than scared. I just know I was a nerd. But All right, I get in the PC, they put me on yellow shit. I think I made it the next day. My wife came visit me, and they had to escort me. Fucking, you know what PC was? Right across the hall from the same fucking pod that I refused to go in. Wide open. Motherfucker used to like, just saying, I'm glad she came visit me the next day. Cause I was down the intake for a day and a half and shit. That's how slow that was. So then I found out some brand new shit. I'm like, man, they was walking to child 3 times, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right across the house. So PC, they used to leave out, motherfuckers was coming there spitting on a nigga, tormenting a nigga. Officers ain't just letting that shit happen. I say doors open and shit. Like this ain't no protective custody. So like, and right then and there, after too many occasions, they targeted different motherfuckers. They really just like, it was just wide open. You imagine gangster niggas walking around like, y'all pussy ass, scary ass niggas. I'm like, shit, the cell so small, ain't nowhere to hide when the cell door open. But all them motherfucking tormenting us, man, like, man, if I ever come back to jail, I ain't even know how to fight at that time. Like, I was just a straight A student. And jump out the port. And so, yeah, like, all right, 2.5 months later, fucked up. That's how, I know what a public pretender is. Like, these motherfuckers, why I'm scared, so he's 3 times scared now. So now, the PD I had didn't even tell me the truth. Nigga, this is your first felony. That shit can be expunged. That's not what they did. Motherfuckers just offered me 3 years. And so, I don't know how I did it. I refused. They offered me that shit immediately. Like, that looking back, that's proof that, I ain't worried about it. I automatically get probation and get this shit expunged. But they ain't tell me the rules. So, 2.5 months later, shit, I took that shit. I'm still in PC the whole fucking time. 2.5 months. Taking all this mental and motherfucking, I'm like, nigga. See, that shit is more fucking, I just remember. I done made, you know what I'm saying, knuck if he butt then. Telling you where I come from so it can be real. So, a lot of dudes don't even talk like this, but your boy, first time going to jail, first time getting arrested, hard about the bus because I was literally in a new environment. And it don't look like the country town I come from. So I was scared. And then after all the shit, I should have went up in there, bitch, and just swing, goddammit. And that's what I promised myself. I'm sorry, they let me out 2.5 months. I took the little 3-year probation. Still, the PD ain't say shit about expungement or nothing. I'm going back to the same. Ain't nothing changed when I get out. I just know shit. And it was hard because I ain't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, no money on my book and shit. I had to eat a little school snack. I had to take all this fucking torture. However to take physical shit. I guess that's where I get it from. But my way, motherfucker, I raised my kid like shit. Tough my ass up, man. You don't want, this pain ain't nothing. When I used to wrestle them and drop them on their head and shit, trying to make them hard. But yeah, so I get out. Sure enough, take 3-year probation. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nobody bailed me out. I ain't had no commissary money, nothing. Just took that plea deal. See, that's a system. Man, that's a system with no information. That's all they do is process us through. Man, I don't give a fuck. Ain't no safety. So PC ain't gonna say, I learned that the first time. before I got out, too much. They used to throw pills and shit on the door. And shit. I'm like, man, this shit like, ain't no safety in this. The jailers don't give a damn. These niggas just torment me, at least. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually stood there, like, because I'm far, like, I was already far away from home. And I lost my mama, but then I always thought about why I went outside in the first place, because of my little sister and brother. So I had to get out, take the probation, get out. Ain't nothing changed. So what am I gonna do? Because I had to learn it. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? Since I'm a straight A student at Alexandria, let me start mimicking the game. And that's what I started. I remember that first pack. That's how smart I be. Now this shit don't really work for no nerd trying to mimic the streets, but it worked out perfectly looking back. But this is just part one of my story. So, yeah, I went to protective custody, first charge. My heart about to buzz. First dose said I was fucked on my first package. It wasn't 5 but a 50. Niggas sold me 5 dimes. And it had to be the narcotics to give me $20. Too excited about the first $20 because, you know, I was thinking about feeding my sister and my brother, get busted by the NARS, go to jail. Refused to go in the cell because I was literally stoned still. I was scared. I don't think it was too much scared. I think it was just like too intimidating. So if that's scary, I guess I was scared. I don't give a fuck. The yellow suit means something. The guards didn't care. PC didn't mean nothing. I'm like, man, as much as I going through this process for the first time, I ain't know none of this shit. Never would even envision. I'm like, I know one motherfucking thing. Y'all motherfucking bitches don't care. This shit wide open. The niggas run the jail. I'm like, if I ever come back to this motherfucker, I'm going straight in the motherfucking pod, whatever happened, because ain't nothing. I'd rather learn how to fight. I'd rather learn how to fight than to be spit on, trust me. And that's exactly what I did. I never went back to protective custody, but I did violate my probation. Because ain't nothing changed on the street, so shit, I had to get out fast to get mine. At least I started, you know, took some old licks, keep on ticking, you know. I think my auntie or somebody came and got my sister and my brother, so it was me, my mom, and a crackhead boyfriend. You know, like, all right, yeah. So I learned my first lesson about niggas don't give a fuck. As if that's how I felt. So now I gotta mimic. I'm like, okay, I remember. I know what the bolos is. So that's, yeah. So when I got back out, I ain't said time. I think before I jumped head, I remember that, but I think I worked at Shoney's, but for like 2 weeks. Like, shit, they were leaving like, white people, they were leaving like, no, I just took all the money off the table. Fuck your tips. You know, just like, I need money. So I ain't even make it I ain't deserve no paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to start over, get the $50. You know what I'm saying? So 5 here, 5 there, 10 here. Yeah, so now I'm doubling back down. Okay, listen, okay, I took a licking and keep on ticking. So I give me another pack. 5 for the 50. Okay, now I know how they look, how it's supposed to be, so I can speak on it. Now I know a little bit of something about serving. And that's just, nah, I ain't no shit, because if I had to, it's so much more to the game that you gotta watch the niggas. Like, I gotta know, it's one thing for me to mimic, but that ain't the lesson. That's not the lesson I learned. These niggas was still there. And the main part is that they can sell me. They'll take my $50 and give me 5 20s so I can make $100 the second time. Because I know I was fucked the first time, but then I can't sell dope. And if I sell too much dope, it just don't mean that with no, I ain't never had a gun, never shot a gun, none of that shit. But fast forward a little bit, obviously I made a career in self. I took all these wounds and it didn't stop there. Everywhere I went, I had to, yeah, niggas be telling me this, telling me that. Yeah, I went loco. Now, I ain't even seen my first murder yet, but I started getting numb and numb and numb. I was like, you can call me the crazy. Like, these niggas couldn't never figure me out because when you lose, like, crack will make you lose your mama. And once my sister and my brother got picked up, it was just me against the world. So I'm like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too much in pain to even give a fuck. It's all about survival. So let me learn the game the best I can, trying to use my nervous shit. And that's what I did. So that's the point I want to make to y'all. These, as you grow up, I ain't even told y'all the rest of the shit. Let me at least throw that in there to explain. Yeah, I already told you the first rob, first sale, first jail. That's true. Probation, out, doing the same shit. Well, I did that for a long time. Then I also did start robbing. Don't ask me why. I mean, shock value. But they couldn't figure me out. And like, that nigga was stupid. Like, I really was, but they didn't know it. They couldn't tell. These motherfuckers, see, it was a pussy ass neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I look back in Memphis, that shit was pussy ass. That's why all them niggas died. But then let me tell you about my first murder. It's just sitting in Vail, my house. You know, I was messing with that daughter and my cousin. And it was some big timers, dope boys. I guess this nigga Pee-wee had ran out with a nigga dope or something. And he was sitting on the couch next to me. This is my first murder. Yeah, it was just my first, but then check this out. I ain't gonna say no name, but certain nigga that I know very well, still alive, like you can't even recognize. Blew the nigga brains out. That shit all over me. Now, that's it. Okay, that was that day. I ain't even watched this, you know what I'm saying? My mental fucked up. I'm like, I ain't never seen this shit on TV. I ain't know this shit now. I got brains on me. I just seen a nigga got his brains blew out on me. I was sitting right next to him, looking at the nigga that do it. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't even know what happened, to tell y'all the truth. I just know Velma, and everybody's still out. So however they explain it, I don't know. I just took my ass out the projects and walked back around the corner to my auntie and then walked my ass back the next day. Still fucking sorry. Didn't even tell nobody. Man, stunned like a motherfucker. Okay. The very next day, I'm standing on the second floor in the same fucking project, watching the dice game, just hanging out. That's the important part of the story. Cause I was doing a little bit of, I guess I safely say they was sending me out, but they ain't know how to figure me out because I was successful, but I always completed the mission, brought it back. $500 was a lot from the shit I was going through, but then I ain't gonna talk about not looking in the bag. But then the very next day, after the brain matter, why the fuck did I walk back to the same goddamn project? Shit, I ain't said that my auntie, but the same old shit. That's just my mama's sister. So, I mean, her primos versus my mama crack. Ain't nobody better than nobody. They're like, fuck this shit. I'm get the fuck up out of here. Like, I gotta take care of. I always thought I can go back and take care of my mama and get out. So I needed money. I had to take it. So I walked my ass back over there the next day. Watching the dice game upstairs. Sure enough, my second murder. The very next day, motherfucker Chocolate Tip. For anybody that was there, yeah, that's a real name. It's an alias though, but stabbed the nigga, threw his ass over the balcony. Now, at my second murder, right before my eyes, it's not me killing him. I'm like, damn, fuck am I? Okay. All right, he had a brother. So, you know, nigga, he had a brother. The nigga that he stabbed, threw over the balcony, he had a brother. The next day, another nigga wed. I ain't gonna say everybody name. The very next day, this the third day. His brother sitting up in his mama house, mourning over his brother, drinking, twirling his gun around, blew his brains out the very next. That's the third day. All right, after that, I skip a day. It's all coming at the same time. Okay, skip a day, take my head right back. The projects was the place to be for me. If I gotta go around it, if I'm gonna learn, I have to take my wounds. I have no choice, eat or die. You know what I'm saying? As simplistic as I was, that's just the way I started. So that would explain who I am today. That's where that character come from. So fast forward, it never stopped, back to back. It was a hot 95, 96, 97. I still got 17 obituaries laminated in 1 year. That was 96. So many niggas I seen killed, ran over, shot, found in the trunk, left on Kmart parking lot, kidnapped, dead. And then, man, you get numb. More to the story, I got numb for a lot of that shit'll make you numb. And I shot a few people. Well, you know, obviously. I mean, shit, what aggravated assault? I mean, so many motherfucking killers in the city. I mean, aggravated assault, it wasn't no mandatory sentencing back in my time. So, that shit, they made this shit, you can cop a plea. So, that's how overwhelmed everybody was killing. Not me, but shit. Robberies. I never got caught for robberies. All the robberies I did until this is the more to the story. To fast forward, y'all already know. Y'all can predict this shit lasted. I learned, I elevated, took it. Never matched up with my heart. Always uncomfortable. I was numb, right? The only choice I had was survive or die. But I got harder and harder and harder. I took on a whole nother identity on the outside. But yeah, no choice. So I was really about that life though. Yeah, I ain't never killed nobody, but you know, a couple of niggas, couple of dudes for sure walk with a limp. I'm glad now because as mad and frustrated and confused as I was, I'm just glad I have to talk to God. My last time going to jail, 2000, I got out of jail in November. Well, I was a dope boy by this time, so I graduated from the robberies and I graduated from the niggas, and I took a charge for my cousin when his mama bonded him out. Took a dope charge for 2 niggas. Signed the affidavit. These niggas out on bond. No, you're not finna keep me up in this bitch for no 2 years. I take the whole fucking charge without saying your honor, nothing. I was like, oh man, I have I took a nigga charge, my own cousin charge, with no respect. I don't even like him to this day. I don't give a fuck if you're watching or not. It's a real life story. You can tell your version, but ain't but one truth. This is just how I feel. Like, shit, I ain't say shit to you. I cut you loose and cut you and your partner loose, you know? And so, ever since then, I had that can't trust nobody attitude. Like, now, from this point on, this is before 2016, let me rewind. It's a few years before that, I graduated when I went to Texas. Yeah, I done ran all through Texas. I went to Texas almost 10 years. Everywhere. Mexico, everywhere. Yep. Had to connect. Yep, so I started selling drugs. Of course, and wasn't successful. I could never be a successful criminal, but I was too numb. And I ain't even telling you about all the murders, because it'll be long as hell. But, yeah, I was numb as hell, but then I had also graduated. And so, yeah, okay. All that end up selling dope. I was like the Black Robin Hood, because ain't nobody, I was paranoid. I used to sell out raves and shit. Get my, sucked on and shit. I thought I was being faithful to my wife by getting some head. It really did, though. That's how naive I was. But see, they were trying to, I was graduating. So in Texas, man, they had another dude from Memphis. They called him Memphis 1. Automatically, I became Memphis 2. But then I met Nacho. So the game was given. I mean, the connect was instantaneous. So, of course, I take over the whole shit. But then I'm like the Black Robin Hood. Money is not what I want. So I was, boom, like, yeah. I don't know what version of Robin Hood that is, but I definitely try to get rid of money. I never liked money. You know what I'm saying? I never liked money because it's not what I was missing. I was just missing, like, what happened to my mama and shit. For that, my sister and my brother say, but, I graduated, fast forward, dope game, jail, charge. You know what I'm saying? You make all the mistakes. I ain't got to tell y'all about my first consignment. Rule number 1. Don't let a nigga front you shit. If I come to buy 1, I don't need 2. Cause niggas gonna fuck up the money. And which they did. Got my Chihuahua killed. Burnt my fucking apartment down. I had to come back to Memphis and sell weed for like 8 months. And then call this motherfucking Texas syndicate to say, I got your money with interest. Because they weren't gonna start. Eventually they would have found my mom and said, so, shit, obviously they wanted it, yeah. So don't take no fronts. Don't trust your team, everything you do. And from that point on, I started doing everything by myself. Can't nobody tell on me without crime. Since I done robbed, went to Texas, I got my connect. So from this moment on, I'm finna be a full-fledged individual drug dealer, at least I thought. But well, at least I knew. So I got fronted one, spread that shit out to the niggas in the apartments I took over, thinking it was gonna be successful. Now, fast forward all the way to I did the same thing. As smart as I am, in jail, ups and downs, gave away all my money because that's not what I was seeking. I'm still on that shock value, remembering my sister and my little brother stealing thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on a nigga walking in her house calling my mama crackhead. So I took all that. So that's why I gave away money. I had a lot of money for 2 years. 2 years, I was something like a kingpin. Real top. Man, that's just like, I think it was like 18, 19 months. Almost 2 years, I was up. I ran shit. A lot of money, gave it all away. I ain't invested. How the fuck around? Yeah, I'm saying a real story. So I know I don't need to be a millionaire. I had no desire. But I always took care of it. I gave my money to not charities. I gave my money to the whole shit. That's what I'm telling y'all. I mean, I destroyed, like, for me selling drugs. Well, ain't nobody died. Shot a few niggas, but they limp on through life. But yeah, I was gay to, like, I did not like money. Like, it was to give away. I ain't get no car washes, the dope boy fronts, but I had that much money. And I just paid rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of shit. And then shit, I just got tired. So I had a little spell, like 6, 7 months. Okay. Then I started snorting the very thing that I used to never want to be because my mama broke the cycle. Then now here I go. Like as many gloves and masks and the fumes, I just touched that fish scale. And then I started snorting powder, trying to numb myself. You know what I'm saying? God had it. It was like 6, 7 months. It ain't gonna last that long. And you really couldn't tell. I don't even think I think the first time I snorted some cocaine, I felt it, what the fuck they want to call it. Then that's why 6, 7 months, like, hell nah. Cause it ain't changed my phrase or nothing. I had the first line, I felt some shit, but then the second line, yeah, shit ain't like the first line. Then see, I keep doing the same shit. Like 7 months later, like, cause I stayed fresh, you know what I'm saying? You know how you can get high, but that's what they're doing now. So yeah, and then I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? By this time, my mama had cleaned up her life, went to rehab, met her. She's still with him to this day, so she been sober like, yeah, long time. So everybody good. And that leads me to 2016. My last time going to jail, I got out November 3rd, 2016. Told myself while I was in there, I ain't never coming back to jail. I gotta change my life. I'm smart enough. I mastered the art of the hustle, and everybody else did. So why the nerd dude, the great mimicker, me, still alive? Like, it's God's design. And so that's why I'm passionate about the youth that I do. It's for a reason. Because I came out undefeated. You know, because I ain't never tried to be no gangster. None of that. Gangster is not a word. I only survived. I was a great mimicker. That's why I had that mentality. It's like chess. Because if I can mimic dudes and come out while they dead, these are the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a story right there, man. And then I had my relationship with God. I had to confess. I was like, God, I'm sorry. My name Perry. Please forgive me. Because I remember I almost got shot in the head 2 times. I've been shot at and everything, like down there, like fatality. And like, before I can even, because I knew it was by the grace of God, because I was raised from Alexandria. But by the time we get back to the hood, I'm talking probably like, man, the dude trying to get my motherfucking hand now. We do too smooth. Nah, I wouldn't say that was God. That was God more than one time. Find it kind of funny that both of my pinkies, these are my only war wounds. One is, again, my bitch had a cousin before. Messing with a female upstairs, trying to stab him in his heart. I just grabbed a blade. I took these stitches out. It was so severe, this pinky right here. I took these stitches out with a fingernail clipper, like 2 days after. They told me like, I'm like, hell nah. Get back. That's why I say don't even bend on this one. This pinky right here got the same scars. These are my only 2 war wounds. This from winning $1,000 on the dominoes, a glass table. When I slammed that motherfucker down, I slammed it that hard. Still got the same cover. This one worked. And yeah, I ain't went back to jail. And my heart came out undefeated. And my brains, my smart, I never lost. But my heart came out intact. So I knew that promise was for me. I knew my mission. So I'm a grown man. True, love y'all. That's my story, man, a little bit. See, I stay real nigga, real black man. Real nigga, real black man. I used to, you know who I am now, though. This is where I get that emotion from. That's the point. Love to love. True.